Hey gardeners, Amy here with Garden Up, and today I want to show you these awesome annuals that I've picked up for this year. There's quite a few varieties that I've never tried before, honestly, and so I wanted to kind of do a little showcase of things that I'm doing. So first I'm going to go over the normal ones that we've all seen before, real quick and easy, and then I'm going to showcase some of these new ones I've never tried. So here we have spikes, obviously, Dracaena. We put these in the back of pots. They're just really good for height. They're reliable. We don't ever have to worry about them. This is a really great spiller. I call it licorice vine. This is a gold leaf variety, and it's just really is great on the side of plants. Again, reliable. It's, in my experience, has shown some deer resistance, so that's nice. My rural clients especially. I have some Alyssum here, clear crystal lavender shades. Slightly different than Easter basket. Alyssum is a great filler for pots. It also makes a great border plant. So if you're doing something like along your sidewalk or something, Alyssum fills in really well. And then some other pretty common ones that we've done before are Verbena. I bought two kinds this year. I got purple and I got this two-tone pink that I just love. But I've done videos on these before, so I don't want to get into the details too much. But I didn't see nearly as many Verbena this year as I usually do. So I bought a whole bunch of other stuff instead, and we're going to try it. Some other normal ones we've done lots of times before. This is called Parrot's Beak or Parrot Vine. It's a really nice, light, airy, almost lacy leaf, but it has these really neat orange flowers. So that's just a really cool one. I like that. Again, this has had some level of deer resistance for my rural clients, and it has withstood a little bit of drought, not very much, but I usually put this out for a client whose pots tend to get dry, and it's lasted. So this is one that's served us well in the past. And of course geraniums. They all look pink, but there's a couple varieties here. All right, and now let's move on to the stuff that's a little less normal. I have some coleus for a shade garden. But I bought a few things that I'm going to try in my own garden before I do it for anybody else. Purple Setcreasea. This is a spiller that falls over the side of the pots. An intriguing selection with regal purple foliage and a trailing spreading habit. Dainty pink flowers appear in the summer, and uses are a perfect selection for hanging baskets, ground cover, or mass plantings. So I'm going to put these in my window boxes and in my pots and just kind of see how well they grow. I did try these once before and they didn't do that well, but I think that was mostly because I kept letting my window boxes dry out. So don't let this one get dry. This is called Pentas, and I'm going to use it as a thriller. It could probably be a filler. And I tried this one once before and was not terribly impressed, but I wanted to try it one more time just to make sure it wasn't me that messed up on it. So it has these awesome little flat clusters of flowers, and that lasts all the spring and into the summer. When I tried it before, they all disappeared in the summer. Look what I just found. That is a ladybug larva. Next up, this is Gaura. It's also called Whirling Butterfly. I've seen it sold as both a perennial and an annual. It's an annual here. Okay, it dies in the winter every time. But it's beautiful. It sends up these tall stalks of just waving flowers. They blow in the wind, and they're these cute little dainty pink or white things. And they just blow, and they're just there. And they look like little butterflies floating around, and they're just gorgeous. So I love these. Again, it's supposed to be somewhat deer resistant if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong on that one. Yeah, it's an annual except in zones 6 through 11. Height gets 12 to 24 inches, and that's the top of the flowers. Yeah. Is 12 to 24 inches. So annual except in zone 6. So there's a chance it'll come back in our climate. Not likely. Okay. Fertilize regularly, water normal, light full sun. Heat tolerant and drought tolerant. Deadheading not necessary. So, easy care little plant right here, I think. This should be really nice. Now, I was looking for my normal potato vines, okay, and I found something really cool this year. I almost couldn't even find my normal, the Marguerite and the Blackie. They're the chartreuse and the dark purple ones. But instead, we got this. This is the potato vine this year that I was able to buy. Isn't that cool? So this is Ipomoea batatas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tricolor is the variety. This is called Angelonia, and I got it in 3 colors. I got this kind of medium pink, I got this purple, and I got a darker pink that's called raspberry. And this just, again, it's so fun. This is a tall one. This would be either a thriller or a filler, but probably a decent thriller. It's a full sun. Height is 10 to 24 inches, and it produces tall, graceful spires of colorful blooms. A reliable choice for borders, containers, and rock gardens. Best in fertile, well-drained soil, and keep evenly moist, so don't let these dry out. Another one, I've seen this so many times, but I've never bought it myself, is Lantana. Absolutely love this. In our climate, this is really well behaved. In other climates, this is an invasive weed. Okay, but here in Spokane, we're fine. It does not get out of control. It doesn't really reseed at all, and it stays nice. So I bought Sunrise Rose, and I bought Lavender.
Wow.
And I just love the color change on these flowers. Okay, so this one, I have a client that has some shady pots that he wanted some plants for. So I bought this one's a new one for me. Torenia, Summer Wave, Large Blue. And there's the flower. That's the only flower on there. It's not quite open yet, but so here's what that looks like. A season-long garden of irresistible, captivating, velvety flowers. Each flower contains a perfectly shaped wishbone that blooms over long-growing plants. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but anyway, it's 6 to 10 inches high with a spread of more than 30 inches. So this will make an excellent spiller in a pot. It could also be a nice ground cover. Placement partial shade recommended in hot climates, and this is a hot climate, so we're going to be putting it in partial shade. Water daily during hot summer months, and feed every week with a mild liquid fertilizer. We do every other week, but it should be fine. Temperature, heat and frost tolerant to 15 degrees, so pretty much October. And then pruning is remove faded flowers for best display. So you'll need to deadhead this. I'm guessing this is a dead flower here, and that would be easy. You just pinch it off. So like that. This is another one I got for those shade pots. Lysimachia Persian chocolate. Again, I've never used this, so I have no idea what to expect. The picture had bright yellow flowers and this gorgeous chocolate foliage, which will just be absolutely beautiful. And then I also got sun patience. So sun patience grow just like impatiens, except they tolerate just a little bit more sun. So this is perfect for a part sun to part shade situation. And they have just this stunning foliage and then really pretty flowers. I'm not even sure which color these flowers are because I didn't buy it for that. I got it for the foliage, but they're usually a pink. So for this client's pots, I'm going to do something like this. There's going to be a sun patient, a coleus, a Persian chocolate, and a Torenia in each pot, probably 2 of each of these, so it's going in each direction, and these will be the thrillers. And I think the colors will play off of each other really well. That should grow in and look really nice, and I'll make sure to take follow-up pictures of all of these later. Up here now, I bought this before, but it's been a while. Cleome. This one grows a little poof of flowers. There are some spiky bits sometimes, so you want to be careful how you touch it. And the older it gets, the more established it gets, the more spiky bits it ends up with. So just be careful when you deadhead it. But it's an absolutely beautiful flower. It has a little ball of flowers, kind of like a tall phlox almost. It blooms from planting until frost. It grows 24 to 48 inches tall. Spacing is minimum 12 inches. You want to make sure that you give this a little bit of space. And then zones, this is an annual unless you're in zones 10 or 11. So definitely an annual here. You might try bringing it in over the winter, I don't know. Fertilize regularly for best results. Water is normal, light is full sun. Features heat tolerant and drought tolerant. Deadheading is not necessary, but it's useful in landscapes and containers. And it says care, easy. Isn't that nice? And then the Bacopa I got this year is purple. That's the only one I could find. I couldn't find any of my mainstays hardly. I just got a few of the regular ones. And then I've got these 2 things. And these look very similar, but they are different. This one, they have very similar flowers, but this one is called Dracaena Piccadilly Pink. It blooms spring and fall, so it may have a little bit of time in the summer when it's not blooming. It's light water, spacing is 8 to 10 inches, height is 7 to 9 inches. Best in cool weather. Plant at the same time as your pansies. Full sun and shade, 2 to 6 hours of direct sun each day. So you can plant this anywhere, either in shade or sun. Really pretty flowers. I got 3 colors. I've got this pink, I've got that raspberry, and I've got that kind of apricot. This one, this is called Nemesia. And it is a full sun annual showstopper in the garden, it says. Fertilized bi-weekly, medium water, height is 12 to 14 inches, spacing is 8 to 12. Superb plant for the shoulder seasons. Plant blooms from early spring to summer and offers great heat tolerance. Full sun, 6 or more hours of sun each day is what it likes. So I'm going to try all of these in several places, including my own pots. This is one, again, I tried it before, but it just didn't really turn out the way I was hoping, so I wanted to try it again to see if it was me. Chenille is the name on the tag, but it's called Acalypha pendula. Fuzzy, tassel-like flower spikes, great for hanging baskets, window boxes, and containers. It likes part sun, it gets 4 to 6 inches high. Spacing is 12 to 24 inches. Feed monthly and keep your soil evenly moist. It's hardy to zone 10 to 11. But yeah, I just love these because they just look like little caterpillars. And they're so soft and fuzzy. It makes me want, I want to pet them. I wish you could feel how soft this is. It's just so fun. So I'm going to give these a try again in my window boxes and see how they turn out. Thanks for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. And then if you have a question or a suggestion for a future video or anything like that, make sure to leave a comment and I'll see what I can put together for you. And then remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it when I post it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the garden.